Alright guys, today should be the day that I pass my account. Well, not even account for real, but you know, FX replays. Been trying to pass it for quite some time now. So let's see if I pass it today. Anyways, guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to post this video or not this video, sorry. Shit. Let me just Alright guys, I'm live backtesting again, doing this shit every single day until I become dead as profitable, making 10K a month, real money. So far my account balance right now is we're sitting at 1.6K. So far looking good. I just need basically what is that 1.2K more before I'm at 1.3K, a little less than that before I'm able to trade. So let's go guys. Yeah, this is the chart. As you can see, um, AMD said, oh, sorry, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, which for this would probably drop if I'm correct. So yeah, alright, let me make this post real quick. How you guys' days going, guys? I haven't. Not that I couldn't be consistent. I just be getting busy, boys. So I traded this morning live. I did. I just stopped because I didn't get any wins. Anyways, guys, let me show you the setup that I took today before we even get any of this. So let me go to my trading view. Okay. Hopefully, you guys see my whole screen. I'm not too sure. It so far looks good to me. Anyways, look, guys, so you remember why 50% I'm talking about. So I know that we had a sell side liquidity, and it's our low. The lowest point of the day. So and it's the high point of the day. So I'm looking for a low to get taken out, and this is our equal highs here. Obviously, just because we don't form perfectly doesn't mean that these are equal highs. We took equal highs at the side that ramp down. Again, trying to retrace, couldn't retrace. And I think on a lower time frame we had a fair value gap or some yeah 1 minute fair value gap too. So look at the 1 minute fair value gap. We're looking at that these should get retrace, right? Retrace into what was provided. What do we get having? We get him having these fixed. So I'm like, okay, we're like gonna drop. And we created one range from this. We have created one range, another range right here in this downtrend, and broke out of these ranges. And right here is where I took my trade. I just took it in the choppiness. I already knew that we was gonna trend lower. What happened here? I went to right here. My indicator is saying a buy day, same fucking reason, and we just rally high. So, moral of the story, guys. And if you guys know I'm talking about, that this is my 50%. We are in our 50% zone right here. As you guys can see, this is our 50% from here to here. That 50%. So my TP down here. But looking at it, this was a amazing trade here. Obviously, I didn't take it on my actual shit. Well, I don't want to take a. Well, I don't want to like. Why would I take this? It's so fucking choppy. Right here is good, right? Like, this is good right here, right? This is good. This is like what? How much? These or wait there, 100 handles or 100 points. So yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and stop yapping. And yeah, it's just nothing different, guys. Literally nothing different. Targeting the same highs, you have equal highs here, SMT, SMTs. These are bearish SMTs, so it's where we drop, and it's another bearish SMT, so we drop. Creating this floor here. This was supposed to be, or I don't even know. To be honest, but suppress we had stuff with liquidity. We didn't slip it on here, but we slipped it on here. So we went high. But also right here was a good trade to take too. My friends said that they want to go long. Tell them we're not gonna go long. Before we bounce off the market. I wonder what I knew that means about the market is. Look at the hourly time frame. If we load on hourly time frames, look. Or yeah, I mean, I don't know why they just saying you. It's dumb. Alright, let's open up here. I'm a daily smile. Looking at the hourly time frame. We came from a very impulsive move, which is this right here is, or maybe not this one would be more valid, right? But this can't be, right? Don't make any sense. I don't know. This is an order block though. I don't know why that price is even. But anyways, we were in a 50% zone, right? Obviously, I just covered, but it's a 50% zone. Now I'm looking to get taken out, and what do? We drop into it. So an hourly, we're creating a multi-range, obviously, and we drop into it to fill its balance. And price now probably try to take out these highs here and go back into the all-time highs that we already into all-time highs before we dropped. Uh, basically it. So anyways, let's go then back to it. I'm going to mute. You guys know what I do always. There's a new about this, David Goggins. I already have an upper now, so let me just go ahead. I'm going mute right now, guys. Alright. Hope you guys enjoy the stream.
Of your story. This is time for you right now in all that solitude to get to know who you are as a person. Be alone with yourself. Write that down. Start to face these different things in life. Knowing one thing in life, we are all very fragile in this world. We have to know that when we die with some meaning and some purpose in this world. Stay hard. But we all have these abilities, not just to run and do pull-ups, but these abilities that once we go back into our dark holes, that a lot of us have. A lot of us come from, insecurities, a lot of issues, but we don't want to visit that place. In our minds, you can't build a house on a fucked up foundation. So I had to get down to the actual mineral soil of who I was, and that's when you can start real growth.
And what is the role that suffering plays in that, or the willingness to suffer?
It starts to peel all those layers away, all those artificial layers away. If you're willing to suffer and go back in the grind, that internal dialogue you have with yourself when you're in misery and you're uncomfortable, it's a real, scary, unfiltered, no lying dialogue between you and yourself. And people know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about when you're in a bad spot in life and your mind is saying all kind of shit. That's who you really are. That's the real you. No Rocky Balboa moments going on up there. You're like, hey, it's around 14. Let's come on, we got this. No, it's like, this, I'm out of here, man. This is crazy. That's where the growth happens. When you're able to stay in that moment and talk yourself back into the suck of wherever you're going through, and you start stripping those layers away, but as you're stripping those layers away, you're building calluses over top of shit in your mind. That's where the growth starts to happen, is when you have to force yourself to stay in it. You can't leave it. Because this world we live in is tough. It's tough. It will beat you down. The world in the life that we live in is the ultimate competitor. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness and it will just hammer you.
It's like a personal curse.
100%. So if I can help you build belief, build confidence to the point where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You've faced your demons. You've been able to go on an audiobook in your mind. Maybe you didn't write a book, but in your mind, you were able to hear all your past traumas. You were able to listen to them. You're able to say, okay, now I can talk to people about what I went through. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. Being ashamed is one of the biggest things that kill people nowadays. In their minds, kill them from moving forward. I'm ashamed of myself. Don't ever be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, make it better. To get into the class I had to lose 106 pounds in less than 3 months. So I was like, fuck that, I can't do that. I grabbed my chocolate milkshake and went back to Ecolab. I'm going back to work, man. This is my life. So in this job, you look you're looking for cockroaches, looking for rodents and stuff like that. I don't like cockroaches too much. I hit the mother load of cockroaches. And this restaurant got full of cockroaches and rodents and everything else. And I sat there and said, this is my life. I said, this is my life. You are exactly who this is it. And I said, this ain't gonna be it for me. So in that restaurant, I quit my job, left my canister in that restaurant, my spray canister, got back in my Ecolab truck, and I went home. And I started working out like somebody. I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. And I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called whatever the fuck in the world, and be able to stand in the room and say, go fuck yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright and just crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta fucking go out there. Anything that was horrible in my life that I would normally say no, that was inhumane to most people, I had to go do it. And I started callousing my mind at this point in my life. And I lost the weight. And I went back to recruiter. I got into that class, and I went through 3 Navy SEAL Hell Weeks in 1 year. Only guy to ever be in 3 Hell Weeks in 1 year, to my knowledge. The first one I didn't make it through. The next 2 I did. And that I just didn't. I didn't stop anymore from there. And I started realizing through this process that the fucking mind is what you created. And I started opening different doors that I didn't think were even there, that I didn't think even existed. And the more doors I opened up, the more I started realizing that my potential is damn near endless. And it changed my whole mindset. So I went from David Goggins and I created Goggins. And that journey is a priceless journey that is hard for me to even explain to people, because it sounds so quick and easy. Like, I lost this weight and I went through 3 Hell Weeks, I went to Ranger School, went to Delta Force Selection, whatever it is. It was brutal. It's a brutal journey every fucking day. And everybody goes, well, are you happy? If anybody knows my life story, and I'll try to give you just a snippet of it, where I'm at today is in front of Joe Rogan telling you my life. To get through where I became, to get through where I'm at now, there's nothing but pride I have for myself that I can't really show people. Because I have this face that they see, like, are you happy? What's wrong with you? I'm driven. I'm obsessed. And that's what you see. We'll talk about triple down on your strengths.
Right.
That's the fucking weakest shit in the world. No, triple down on your fucking weaknesses.
Yeah.
Find out something about yourself. Like that first 100-mile race I've talked about several times, where I lost everything.
Still the hardest physical thing you've ever done, right?
Yes, physically and mentally, because like you just said, I was unprepared for that race.
No training. You should just recap it. Like zero training, running 100 miles so that you could.
And it was like 3 days later, I'm in a 100-mile race, no training at all. And when you do that, it is stupid. But what it does, if you're not going to quit it, like you just talked about, it breaks you down to nothing. You are suffering so badly mentally and physically that all of these demons are coming up, and you're trying to find answers, and you're trying to find answers. It was like living 19 hours. It's like 5 years I put into 19 hours of highs and lows and pitfalls and seeing the sun come up. And it was like, my God, I lived 5 years in 19 hours. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
So do you find yourself chasing that now with every ultra challenge?
No, because once you realize what you get from ultra, what you get from life, I can apply that now just by sitting here with you. You know, those tools now, I don't need to go out, even though I still do it, and go out and hammer. The hammering part is like, it's like a purging of the soul. You go out there and hammer out there.
Yeah, you got to do that every once in a while.
You got to hammer, man. You got to get after it. But now I figured out so many different ways and so many different tools through all of the journeys I've been through just growing up, man. Just being mature, just being really mature. Everything I need is in my mental lab. Everything. Because I'm in constant study of myself. And I know what needs to be conquered because I'm constantly going through what I don't like, what I'm not comfortable with. I know, and only I can fix these problems. because I had to face these problems. I was born David Goggins. David Goggins wasn't good enough. He was a scared, bullied, abused kid who struggled in life. And that kid, whenever something got tough, no matter how hard I trained, no matter how ready I was, whenever something got tough for me, David Goggins, the real David Goggins, would come out and he would quit. So I realized this over a period of time. So I had to build Goggins. And in that process, that's where I get better. I get better when I'm digging holes in the ground, when I'm waking up early knowing I don't have to do these things. That's where I get better.
So it's important to stay hungry.
It's important to stay hungry, but it's important more to stay humble within that hunger. So while you're hungry, a lot of people are hungry, but humility is everything. You have to be your best self when you're least motivated. And that's the tricky part about all that. Motivation is just a word. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there, because I'm not going to always be motivated.
Jocko said the exact same thing. You said that discipline eats motivation for breakfast.
And discipline is good too. But without a clear headspace, there's no discipline. Discipline is great. Motivation is great. But if you can't fit shit in your brain because it's all fucking cluttered with shit, there's no discipline. You must take this knowledge that you learn from all this shit is knowledge. So I'm just trying to give people that strength to go in the archives of your life, because while you're probably fucked up, there's probably something happened to you in your life. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's the main purpose for me right now. You need to be better here. You need to be better here. You need to overcome this, overcome that. And people need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There's no 5K. There's no, I'm going to get into school to be this or that, and still perform to the highest level. Because what people don't get is one day that thing's going to come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not going to be ready when the time comes. It's this magical thing, purpose, that we're all looking for. But what's funny about it all is that we need these things to perform, but we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us, because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL or going to college or whatever, but the main purpose in life is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to really research is, why am I not doing this for myself? Because that is the number one purpose in life, is to better oneself. So that's the only purpose I fucking need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race or there's no school, there's nothing in front of me, is because I have pride in myself.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen, right? So the only thing that you can do is have some chosen suffering to prepare for it.
It's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can practice for the unchosen suffering, is have chosen suffering. Do something that sucks every day. I'm not trying to send a message of run 200 miles, be the best motherfucker in the world, but be tough. You better have a part about you that's tough, a part about you that can break down situations and get better. And break down situations very quickly within some trauma in your life, some devastation in your life, because it's going to come. The devastation, the trauma is going to come, and you can't allow that to become a Jersey barrier. It can't be a Jersey barrier. It has to be something that you can maneuver through very quickly and move forward. That takes a lot of toughness. Because a lot of people, when you die, they figure out why you died. They figure out how you died in the autopsy. But we never do a live autopsy to figure out why we're dying while we are alive. And I was dying. I was living every day, but I was really dead. And so I figured it out. And once I figured it out, I was able to reborn. I was able to be reborn. You have to have the truth to have a starting point. And your true self is found in that very uncomfortable zone. We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. Every day, You must ask yourself, did I do enough? You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shrink you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in the day where you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kind of ways. And it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets. If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over. So all I knew back then was hard work. You got to work hard. You got to work hard. I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the fuck's in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But if not getting it, write it out. And that's how I started learning. I realized if I keep going back and going back and going back until the shit just becomes, your mind will say, fuck, okay, we're going to figure it out. It'll find a way. Because he is not going to stop. And then once you do this over and over and over again, it becomes like breathing. I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to. So if you really want it, you realize what trying is and what trying is not. Those of you who are listening to this, you will not find it. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning. Where you're drowning. Where you say, you know what, man? Dad. Once you come face to face with who you are, you have a starting point. It's in our head saying, you know what, man? Dude, you're not doing shit. You're wasting a bunch of percentage here. In this other 80% is suffering, pain, failure, self-doubt, darkness, and then a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit. When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. It's what we do now. Because to get to where you want to go, the amount of pain involved, the amount of mental pain, of how many times you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. It's not like, I'm going to try one more time. No. Alarm clock goes off, boop, we're going back. I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're going to adapt and overcome now. That was my mindset.
I literally
and that's how you get through things.
Are you kidding me?
You put yourself, you immerse yourself wherever it is, and you become that. I became hell, and that became my new norm. I gave myself no way out. There was nothing outside these walls of hell. Nothing. You're not succeeding, you're not achieving. It's because you're afraid to go in that dark place to find yourself. You're setting goals you know you can reach.
Literally.
And when you do that, that fear, that insecurity, that doubt, that's where you grow. You must always set goals that you think you cannot achieve. And in there you get better. Mine is so powerful. And I didn't realize it. I went through 3 Hell Weeks, Ranger School, Delta Force selection, all this stuff. This incident I'm going to explain to you right now is where I realized we are only at 40% of what we are capable of. Basically, the 40% rule is when we have a governor on our brains, like a governor on a car. A car may say 130, but if you put a governor on a car, it can only go 101. We do the same thing to our brains. I was born with limited horizons, born on the other side of the tracks. I didn't think I could be anybody. So my governor was myself. So once you take that governor off, you have limitless horizons. I don't quit. You know, I may not make it the first time, but I'll come back. I gotta call an audible. I gotta get my head back in the game. I gotta figure this shit out. It doesn't mean you leave. It means you study it more. It means you study it more. And whenever I fail at something, people always say, man, how do you handle failure, man? I fail a lot, dude. I fail all the fucking time. They go, how do you handle it? What I'm trying to do, and this isn't being arrogant, man, it's being real. Not many people are trying to do. So there's not many people who can even open their fucking mouth and criticize me when I do fail. Because I'm trying to do shit, man, that many people aren't trying to do. But I don't look at failure as failure. I look at failure as your first, second, third, fourth, fifth attempt. I look at them as attempts. I don't look at anything as failure. Because when you're willing to try to do something, not trying is failure. That's not some after school special. But when you're able to go out there, there is no failure. It's attempts. Because when you're trying to do something that's bigger than you, whatever you are, whoever you are, if you're paralyzed, you're trying to walk one step and you didn't fail, motherfucker. That was your first attempt. If that's your biggest thing, that's how your mindset needs to go into everything. So I don't look at it as failure is a big word like that gets people down. We give so much power to words. I don't. I take the power right away. I didn't fail shit. Your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, when you're going through death, real life shit. You can't Google that shit, man. My name is David Goggins. I created Goggins. Goggins is the guy that can take anything you put in front of him. You want to break my legs? So be it. I have a way of going to a place like I did in that race where all the pain and suffering that they put on top of me in Hell Week, I will reverse that pain and suffering and I will take your soul. So every instructor that put me through BUD/S, my job, what drove me was I wanted you to go home that night after you beat the living shit out of me and I smiled in your face. I wanted you to feel worse than I did and you were going home to a nice warm bed with your wife or your kids and a nice meal, and I was still out there in the grip, suffering for another 100 hours. I wanted you to think about me knowing that I'm comfortable being very uncomfortable. And I want you to think about when you went through from Hell Week, how uncomfortable you were and how bad you wanted to quit, knowing I'm not thinking that way. So the dark side is something that I've designed. It's an evil place I can go that very few things can hurt me. And you realize through hard work, you can outwork anybody. No matter how badass they are. It starts with yourself, man. You gotta start diving into those things that you are afraid of. You don't gain confidence by going to a spot that makes you feel good. It's gonna be a false reality. And the second life gives you that challenge, all you wanna do is go back to what gave you confidence, is that happy spot. No, what gave me confidence was spending years at a kitchen table trying to learn how to read and write on my own, realizing I can't learn the way you learn. I can't, but I can learn. What gives you confidence, not being afraid, is overcoming the fear. That's what gives me confidence, is facing these things, overcoming them. And maybe not overcoming them every day, but facing them and facing them and facing them. Pretty soon like this, you know what, man, this is where it's at. It's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone is where my confidence is getting built. Mm-hmm. That's where it's getting built. Happiness, peace, enlightenment, it's all up here, man. It's all up here. It's all up here. You just gotta be willing to go and face it. And that's the hard part. The physical standard is not what they need to meet. It's a mental standard you must meet in life. That's how I live my life. I now know that there is no cap on the human mind. There's no cap. We cap it ourselves. When most people quit, I had just started. Wow. And when you take that mindset and you learn to flip that around, that's what made me powerful. And my body followed. Mental toughness isn't something that you sample. It's something that you live in every day. Whenever hardness comes, and you don't know what it is, it may be different for you than it is for me, but you go back to your insecurities. And then when you go back to your insecurities, you then look for comfort within those insecurities. And we all look for that cookie that your mom used to give you when you were sad, when you were sick. We look for our wife or our husband. We look for comfort. It's in those moments you must retrain your mind to think differently in hell. The mental standard is you must know how far you've come. Life is one big mind game. And you're playing it with yourself. You cannot lose perspective of where you've come in life. I'm trying to give people a different thought process of life where failure, hell, disappointment, discomfort is a great learning tool. And many people don't understand that, but it's these few moments in life that you have. Like for me, I always talk about it. Rocky 1, round 14. That 2 minute and 13-second clip of Rocky getting up when Apollo knocked him down. That one clip, when I was going through a very bad time in my life, I saw what I wanted to be. And it wasn't a guy that won. It wasn't a guy that won everything he did. It was a guy that kept getting up after being knocked down. So I realized if that 2 minutes and 13 seconds changed my life, that's all it was. I saw something that I needed to be in the world I was living in. Maybe my story will give someone the 2 minutes and 13 seconds they need to change their life. A lot of us speak in hollow words. I used to speak in hollow words. I don't do it anymore. Everything that comes out of my mouth has substance. It's real. We all have these feelings in our bodies, in our minds, in our souls. I act on mine. A lot of us who are afraid of something, we allow our minds to choose the path of least resistance, so we go a different route. And I'm afraid of something that's telling me you must do that. I walk in a room now and I know the hours and years and decades I put into David Goggins. That's something, it's not on the wall. It's not a trophy on the wall. It's not a medal on your neck. I don't care how you perceive David Goggins, because through my journey, I figured out the one piece I was missing. I thought it was cars. I thought it was women. I thought it was money. I thought it was everything. The one piece I was missing was me having the courage to face myself. Where I got my work ethic from was the hours I had to spend learning this. When you sit down and you're not smart, and you have a disability, and you still want to be at the top of your class, I didn't want to just get by. When I realized that I can learn through hard work, and I can beat the valedictorian in school, but I got put in 10 hours more a day than he does. You know what kind of strength comes from that? When you're sitting down, that guy that valedictorian studied for an hour, and you know I caught you. I have the work ethic to catch you. That's where David Goggins got really invented. Was at a kitchen table with 20 spiral notebooks that were empty, and then they were full. And when you can go through that, I still have them in my storage unit. You go through these spiral notebooks of your life, and you realize, this is how I learned. This is unbelievable. I saw myself as the weakest human being on the planet. And I wanted to transform that into the hardest man God ever created. When you go to war with yourself, you find a lot of peace, because you know exactly who you are. When you quit, your mind says, we're done. So it doesn't expand. There's no expansion when you quit. Your mind takes control of you. You have to say, you, I run this motherfucker. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. Stay fucking hard. That warrior mentality that I'm so proud of, I wasn't born with it.
I was not always this strong guy you see. I went through a lot of hard times in my life to get here today.
It wasn't until I got real sick and my life got real quiet. I went from running 205 miles in 39 hours to I couldn't get out of bed. My life was taken from me. And that's when I realized I hadn't taken time to think about what I'd done in my life. I'd done all these things, but there was no finish line. I finished a race of life and I wouldn't even receive my medal. I go on. I get in the car and I go. When I started figuring out life, that I was leaving so much in the tank. Once I realized, my God, man, I was this dumb, fat kid being bullied. And now I'm a 180-pound person, lost 106 pounds in less than 3 months. Learn to read, learn to do this, learn to do that. I was like, I need more. I was fueling my mind with everything. And I never took time to say, my God, you came from this hell and you're here. I had come 8,000 miles from where I started. But if you never know that, you're still in the $7 a month place. So it's that quiet place. It's that place by yourself. It's those hours and years and decades by yourself in the grip of life. When life has you by the throat and choking you out, and you're sitting there calm because you're trying to figure it out. You're not panicking. You're not quitting. You're not throwing in the towel. You're saying there's a way around this. And when you figure it out, when life has you gripped in a vice and you can figure that out, that's when you overcome. That's when you overcome. The journey getting there was harder than going through it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the whole thing about life, man. It's that journey that makes you who you are. I was a scared, uneducated kid who stuttered, and I had to look at myself in the mirror and hold myself accountable for who I wasn't and who I wanted to be. Nothing was coming back to save me, so I realized I had to save myself. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself. What changed me was I had to be hard on myself. And I had to continue to grind myself into a fine dust. The only way I could find myself was through putting myself through the worst thing possible. Gotta go into that hellhole of life that you have that f***ed you up and fix it. And that's what I'm here to do. It's a hard journey. It's a real journey. It's a journey that's gonna take you way outside of being comfortable. We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. You have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. The things I don't enjoy that I still do, that's where growth is at. And that's, for me, the only place growth is at is in that uncomfortable zone. So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everybody else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them, being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh, David? And I'm like, that, man. I want my mind to know who's in charge. So for the better part of 26 years, my mind was in charge of me, which is why I made all these horrible decisions. But once you take control of your mind, you start making decisions for yourself versus your mind making decisions for you. So basically, a lot of us aren't prepared for life. We get up willy-nilly and just hope life is gonna happen. It is gonna happen, but it's gonna happen with a prepared mind or an unprepared mind. Most people attack life with an unprepared mind. What I do is I try to account for all things that could happen, might happen, probably will happen, and then the unknowns. So basically, I can't account for everything, but I do know there could be some things that come up in life that you need to be ready for. I know for a fact I'm not gonna wanna work out tomorrow. Therefore, I'm preparing my mind for that. I don't wanna do that. I know tomorrow will come with some difficult decisions to make. It may come with getting a phone call saying someone died, this happened, that happened. I'm always preparing myself, not in a morbid way, but just like, look, man, be ready for life. Don't let life just start attacking you left and right. Make sure that you start to build a mental armor, so then you're ready for life. And that comes with a very physical way, and the physical helps out the mental. I realized at a young age how to change myself was through discipline. And the military didn't teach me that. It was something I realized I had zero discipline, zero self-discipline. And I realized I have to start developing this. And I started really because I was horrible at reading and I was horrible at writing. I have so many learning disabilities, it's not even funny. So I just sit down at the table and spend so much time in this, reading and writing and learning. And that kind of translated over to my self-discipline with working out. So that's where it started. I started when I was about 16 years old and said, well, I'm a 4th grade reading level. You know, let me go ahead now and start really focusing, because I'm not gonna get in the military because I got to pass the test.
Yeah.
So that's where it started for me. It's more important to own your weaknesses. You have to really triple down on those, man. Because why? You want to become a full human being. We like to run away from weaknesses. Like for instance, if you're good at running, all you want to do is run. If you're great at reading, you have several books. But we don't do those things that we're not good at. So for me, I realized, man, like, I keep on running away from these things I'm not good at. I have to dive into these things. I have to become one with these things, and that's what happened. And so I own them both.
Yeah.
And I talk very openly about them both. I see a whole bunch of people walking around out here who have no idea how talented they truly are. Now I'm talking about talent, like some God-given ability. Talent that sometimes you have to hone and you have to work on, and you have to harness yourself. And they just walk around on their phones, just clueless to how powerful they are.
So if you could define happiness for you, what would that be?
It's overcoming yourself at all costs, whatever that takes. To be at the point of your life where you don't care about being judged. You can be in a room of 1 million people and they all hate you, and you walk in and you go like this. Not because you're angry at them, because you know yourself. Inside and out, and you know that you've put yourself through hell to be where you're at today. You've walked the walk, you've talked the talk, and you've walked the walk. And that's, to me, what it's all about. It's all about putting those boots on the ground and getting after it every day. And once you do that, you have a feeling about yourself that no one can ever take away or even understand. Life beat me the up bad. I mean, I was knocked out in the 12th round of a 15-round, heavyweight bout. I was knocked out. But what happened was, in the 12th round, when the challenger turned his back on me, I was getting up. And I got up and won the next 3 rounds and knocked that motherfucker out in the 15th round. So that's my mind about can't hurt me. I was hurt, man. Like, literally, I had to overcome so much those first 26 years of my life, and I still do every day today. It's not over. But the mentality of can't hurt me is just that. No matter what's in front of you, man, you have to face, you have to confront, you have to overcome and move forward. So my father, some of the kids that bullied me, my learning disabilities, all these things I went through in life, stuttering, had so many different issues, failing and failing and failing, I had to overcome them, or they would have overcame me. I was able to look at my childhood and how I grew up as the ultimate training ground for my life. There has to be some people in this planet Earth who have my mentality. As gross as it is to some people, and as far off as it is and not understood, there has to be some people like me on this planet Earth. Has to be some warriors out there that are able to take this mindset and do something with it. So that right there, once you are able to look at your life and realize that all these bad things are actually the ultimate training ground for what you're going to, encounter in life, you start looking at your past very differently. I'm still examining human potential. How far can the mind go? How far can we go as human beings? But it's amazing that once you get control of that thing, how far you can go. At the end of the day, I ask myself one question: can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. So if you can answer that question and not take another step, that is real failure. That is real quitting. So a lot of people can take one more step, but they choose not to. I don't know if you can take 2 steps. You got to answer that question after you take the first step. But I can always take one more step, so if I choose not to, that's on me. And I got to live with that. There's a lot of thought behind a person being a born loser, becoming who I am today. You don't just wake up and just rocky. You got to wake up and think about, there's a process to getting better. For me, I built Goggins from the ground up. I was born David Goggins. David Goggins wasn't good enough. He was a scared, bullied, abused kid. That kid, whenever something got tough, no matter how hard I trained, no matter how ready I was, whenever something got tough for me, David Goggins, the real David Goggins, would come out and he would quit. You gotta be your own coach. You have to build a person that can withstand the pressures of whatever they're gonna be dealing with in life. It's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can practice for the unchosen suffering. It's that chosen suffering. Do something that sucks every day. You have to want to be better. And it starts off with, you have to have pride in yourself. You have to have pride in yourself. You have to have, there's something about you, whether it's your last name, whether it's just the smallest thing. You have to be proud of yourself. And if you have no pride in yourself, I can't give it to you.
Because you're always going to compromise. You're always going to fold.
Always. I'm very proud of myself. Now I'm not talking about bad pride. The attention to detail for the human being I want to do. I call this thing, I want to be the standard. I want to be that guy. Every place I went in the military, there was this ethos about how this place is, how we're going to live, how we're going to represent ourselves. And I walked around and I saw that most people didn't live up to that ethos. Like if you go to whatever company, they have this mission statement on how we want to run our company. I made one for myself on how I want to be. And that is why if people can make up a mission statement, an ethos in which they want to live by, and every morning you wake up, you hold yourself accountable to that mission, not a company's, your own. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to be in life? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to get better. You can work with yourself to get better. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything. Your mind takes control of you. You have to say, you, I run this mother. And that's what that's all about. The mind has the tactical advantage over you at all times. At all times of your life, the mind has a tactical advantage over you. Why is that? It knows what you're afraid of. It knows your insecurities. It knows your deep, dark lies. And it starts to push you away from that shit. It pushes you in a direction that is comfortable. The biggest thing you have to do is shut off technology. You have to go dark. And what I mean by that is you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that. It's okay to be alone. It's also okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes, man. It's okay to say, you know what, man, I'm up. So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you? You get really accountable and say, okay, who am I? What's the truth about me? Get to that dark place in your mind. Figure out, it may take months, it may take years. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what you want to be in life. And then from there, okay, I have my purpose. It may take a long time. No one knows their purpose because it's too loud. Find your purpose. From there, all right, you gotta start planning. People love the planning phase because it's very comfortable. And then from the planning phase, you gotta go to execution. So the execution phase will we all hate because that's where the real work begins, and that's when the failure happens, and the failure. So, but you know, that's kind of how you have to do it, because every day is a battle. Every day is a battle because your mind wants to choose the path of least resistance every day. But you don't become better by ever doing that. You become normal, and I don't want to be normal. So it may not be a life for everybody, but I find a lot of peace in not being normal in my life. We have the ability to go in such a space if you're willing to suffer, and I mean suffer. Your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few have ever seen. It's a beautiful world, because that's where you find yourself. Every day you have to do this shit. Because why? When you stop doing it, you don't just maintain it. If you stop shooting a gun, you're not gonna be a great shot if you pick a gun up a year from now. One thing we don't do is we don't have a new norm. My new norm is you get up every morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. This is your new norm. That became my new life. Most people want to get out of it. I said, no, motherfucker, this is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. And I started realizing if that's my mentality, this shit ain't hard anymore. Not getting civilized is about having a savage mentality. It's a comfortable world. A lot of us say, you know, like for instance, I see these athletes right now who retire. You know, I'm 38, you know, I'm 39. I did 20 years at the top of my game, and I'm chilling out now. You see them a year later and how they look. What the hell just happened to you? What the hell? You're one of the greatest athletes of all time. Kids looked up to you. Women, men of all ages looked up to you. And they hit the pinnacle where it's time to retire, and their mind says, whew, I'm civilized. The worst thing that could ever happen to any human being is they become civilized. It's that total accountability. Like even when you retire, there's a mother looking at me and judging me right now, man. I was the baddest person to ever live. Doesn't go away, man. You gotta wake up. Even though you retired, you never retired. You're setting the example every single day of your life. And being civilized feels so good. But I'm sorry, man. Once you get to the top, you may retire, but you ain't never coming back home, man, because now you're judged. People see you falling off. You want to be that guy who knows I may be retired from the sport or for whatever I did, but I'll be damned if you ever see me looking like shit, feeling like shit, not arriving. People, I've arrived mentality. You're always setting the example. Civilization feels so good. These comfortable feelings are what people want. They want retirement. They want that. They need that. It's a yearning feeling. I want it too. People love putting a label on me about, my God, man, you're just wired different. I'm not wired different, dude. I'm thinking right now, after I got past my stuttering thing, now I'm on a roll, I'm good now. You know what I'm thinking about right now? I gotta wake up tomorrow and do the same shit again. I gotta leave this interview and go stretch out for 2.5 hours. I hate that shit. But guess what it does though? I'm constantly callousing over my victim's mentality that I once had growing up. Every day you have to do this shit. The only way to keep from getting rusty is to constantly owe that machine. The machine is this. You gotta keep challenging it every day. How do I do it? How am I able to do what I do on a daily basis? You know, how do I fight the demons? Because they hear me speak and I'm very raw and real. How do you fight my insecurities, all these things? And they're there every day. They're there every day. I'm in search for a feeling. I'm not in search for a trophy. I'm not in search for love. I'm not in search for more followers on Instagram or social media. When I started this journey years ago, and I realized that I'm going to be somebody, and I'm searching for a feeling of true victory for myself, and only myself. The second I shut out the whole world and realized that one thing, that I am in this world alone. I'm fighting in this race by myself. Yeah, I'm all about people, I'm all about team, I'm all about that shit. But I'm really all about right now and in my life, no one knows the real truth about me, how hard I really go. I don't care if anybody knows. I don't want anybody to know. I'm an introvert. I live an introverted life, and I love that about me. That right there is my fuel, is I know that there's really no one out there grinding like me. And if they are, so be it. If I know about you, I'll make sure that I up my game. I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the is in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read it again. Still not getting it. Read it again. But if you're not getting it, write it out. And that's how I started learning. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realize if I keep going back and going back and going back until the shit just becomes, your mind will say, okay, we're gonna figure it out, because he is not going to stop. It's not like I'm gonna try one more time. No, it's just like alarm clock goes off, boop, we're going back. I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're gonna adapt and overcome now. A lot of us wanna find peace first. So people say, man, you always talk about this suffering and pain and shit. I'm at peace right now because I went through that, right? You don't find peace first. If you do, Merry Christmas, more power to you. I found peace on the opposite end of finding myself. And no one really finds himself without going through trials, tribulations, suffering, accountability. And accountability is suffering. Being accountable every day for doing right for yourself, for the people next to you, it's miserable. Let's say you're in the hospital bed and you're getting ready to die, and somebody walks in the room and you have one copy of your book and it's sitting right there on the table, and you're taking your last breath and you're talking to this person. You say to them, I want you to read this book. As you're dying, think about this. That book that you just wrote, would it change their life forever? And if it's not changing their life forever, you have to rewrite your book. You have to start rewriting it right now. I wanted to live my life in a way that when I died, I was proud of myself. I know what pride felt like. And if it took pushing myself to death, I was willing to do that. If I want to look in that mirror, not impress anybody, not money, not fame, not nothing. I wanted to impress the guy in the daggone mirror. And I worked endlessly and tirelessly to do that. And it happened. My goal in life was to, in my mind, believe I'm the hardest man alive. And that's why the whole thing is can't hurt me. That's what it's about. It's about whatever you think you are, you have to make that dream a reality. But that's where the hard part is is making that dream reality. That's where the hard work comes. That's where people know, how do you keep grinding every day? You have to make those insecurities, those fears. Like when I was 300 pounds, I didn't have any drive. I'm gonna go be a Navy SEAL. What kind of stupid shit is that, 300 pounds? There wasn't like a drive to go be a Navy SEAL. I was an insecure, lying kid, afraid. I had to look at my insecurities and in my fear and find drive in that. We're all looking for passion. Passion's all around you. You have a whole stack of it all around you. It's your insecurities, all that shit. You gotta dive deep in that shit. It's all in there. All the energy and fuel you need is right in yourself. It's all there. You got a lot of stuff to do to overcome. And you know, that's where I found it. I found it right there in my own insecurities. I found drive in my own insecurities. And that's the most powerful thing in the world. When you can find drive in your own doubt, fear, insecurities, you become very unstoppable. I really started to enjoy seeing what the human mind was capable of, and seeing that what is so horrendous, there's so much joy and glory in this shit. The most important conversation is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, you go to bed with it. Eventually, you act on it. Sometimes you act on it good, sometimes bad. You gotta change the internal
it honestly
dialogue.
worked. I just sometimes
That
I
person
low
in
key
your
messed
head
it up
that's
though.
talking that shit
Because
to you, until you change the internal
today's not
dialogue
a
in
day
your
that I
head,
wanted to. I'm
until
not in a
you
good headspace at
callous
all
over
today.
the victim's mentality that the world is out to get you because of you are the only. You gotta change that shit, man. I get that mentality. I once had that mentality that no one understands what the f I'm going through. And if you keep that mentality, you're gonna stay in the same exact spot.
I don't know if I want to go to
You have to have these different things in your mind.
I could go home with backtest.
And know that motivation is not gonna get me there.
Is that weird? That
the only thing that changes your DNA is discipline.
I don't want to go to prom. Like I'd rather practice trading. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy trading if anything else.
You have to be willing to fail.
Like, I get mad at myself
times to succeed
I
once.
improve.
And if you're not willing to do that, man, you're not
take
going to
notes.
even get a
Do
fraction
you know how much
of
notes I
what
have
you're looking
for
for.
trading?
I'm a big believer in
I have
doing
so
something
much
that
notes.
sucks every single day of your life. Every day you're trying to find more.
I'm saying, like, I'd rather just not go to prom. Like, I'd rather backtest. And a lot of people think it's weird, but I think it's just
what are you capable
part
of?
of the game.
Stop doing the things that you do every day.
Who would I go to prom with?
That no one else.
Nah, that's what my friends actually. He's not. You're not going. I'll look at that. I honestly, I don't care if I sound like following. What am I going there for? Low key, I'll bring my laptop there and I'll dead. I swear I'll do my laptop on the charts, like literally on the charts.
I wish.
People already think I'm addicted to it. I'm not addicted. I just love doing it because I want to be a profitable trader. So that being said, I'm gonna do what I have to do. Alright guys, I want this buy side of liquidity get smacked. Honestly, this is equal and buy side to see if we get
not the norm. What's impossible,
but
all the theorists say you shouldn't be doing this.
Fuck me, I guess.
That's the wrong way to go. And I'm like,
wow.
Let me see if I can pull this shit off. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is different. I was on a journey to see who David Goggins was.
And
that journey took me in some of the hardest areas a human being can even imagine. And right now, I'm the happiest person on the planet because, you know, I had to climb Mount Everest several times.
Anyways, guys,
just to look down on my life to see what hell I came from. And that's what kept me going through all this stuff. Like I envisioned myself going through, like when I was a young kid and they called me all the time. My dad beat the hell out of me and I had no self-esteem.
That's weird.
I had this vision.
That's weird. That means that this was not affected
I can make it to where I want to go.
Which is very strange.
Imagine when I look back on my damn life.
I don't know why.
How proud I will be. And now I'm here. I'm able to look back on this life.
I'm already talking about these lows here. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about.
Because why when you're passionate, they think you're crazy.
What happened?
And you can't even explain to people why you're doing it, why you did what you did, because
this is a fire trade. I'm not gonna lie, but I will actually trade.
You can't really explain it to
normal
people because they don't understand passion because they live everyday life just going.
I'm looking for us to
not
trade
really finding their purpose. So
right here,
I become a foreign language to people.
This would be my
so
trade.
They put me in a category if you're just crazy.
Again, I did get $1,000 more on a
pass. I found my purpose in this life.
Yeah.
I
don't know why if I having somebody go on my video. I'm getting views. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting views.
And putting these challenges and these goals and these obstacles, these insurmountable obstacles. So it wasn't about losing 106 pounds. Me losing 5 pounds was an accomplishment. Me losing 10 pounds and then 50 pounds. The more I did this, the more I gained confidence. I was just working. I was just sacrificing. And then through that, all these different tools started coming up. But I would have never found these tools if I didn't put myself in a very uncomfortable place. We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. Those of you who are listening to this, whoever hear this, you will not find it. I was trying to look for it everywhere. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning. Where you're drowning. You're drowning in life. But you say, you know what, man? I'm gonna figure out.
Alright, guys, if we get to retracement and delivery, it's not
when you quit, your
and
mind's
delivery. If I swear to God, if you move these areas without me, I'm
when you
done.
quit.
I'm
When you
calling
say
FOMO.
This sucks.
I'm calling FOMO.
miserable, I'm suffering,
I'm calling FOMO.
I'm
I'm
broken,
calling FOMO.
but I'm not going anywhere. What happens to your mind is it does this.
Wait. I hate this shit.
He's not leaving.
Literally.
So we gotta
That SMT.
expand. We gotta grow.
I hate this shit.
We gotta figure this thing out. Well, I believe that you have to build belief. Belief is like
I never really
after-school special
understand
beliefs
how trading works
where
sometimes.
the
I
mom
don't. I
says,
think it's a scam.
believe in yourself.
Like, so,
And that's
I
all
wonder.
great,
I
but there's
wonder.
also a built belief. And the built
I just
belief
wonder how
is
this
one
works, right?
where you are
Hold
constantly,
on.
like for me, I came from a bad place. How I build belief is through the daunting tasks I put myself through. So that's proof positive that I can. So it correlates. And that's how this piece of kid that I once thought I was built belief by saying, I was in 3 hell weeks. I went to Ranger School.
Dude, I'm done.
I tried out for Delta Selection.
I'm
Undeniable
done.
stack of
I'm
proof.
done.
That is proof, motherfucker.
You won't believe
Whenever
it.
you think-
So,
whenever you
I said
think
that I
you
want to
can't,
retracement and
confidence
delivery.
comes from the thing that you built.
Oh my God,
You must
I
build
get it, but I'm
belief.
not.
You must
And
build
my screen go black. Oh,
confidence.
got that out.
It can't be like, hey,
Why
I'm
did
gonna
we
knock
get a
that shit
retracement
out.
and
You
delivery?
gotta look over here and say, I can knock that shit out. It's belief.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie, the
built
reason why I
on
even
what you
hate
put
it the
in
most,
to yourself.
I hate
And
replay the
one thing
most.
I was
Like,
able to do was to dream.
I hate replays.
I was able to
because
dream outside
when you replay,
those fucking 4 walls of that small town.
it's such a scam.
And until you're
There's
able
so many trades
to
that
really
I
put
should be
yourself
taking.
into that
I can't even
dream,
take it because
but
I
don't
press
make dreams your master,
next candle.
that's
The second I
where
press next
you
candle, guess
truly
what happened?
become what you're
It's
destined to become.
it's
What
an
do you mean, don't
imbalance
make
in the
dreams your
market. I
masters?
can't
A lot of
say
people
because
sit back and
yeah,
dream
like
about being
how am I supposed to
a sports
expect that we're
figure,
gonna get in
or
a
dream
balance?
about
Like,
being a
are you
SEAL, or
kidding
dream
me, man?
about being an astronaut, and all it is a motherfucking dream. They don't put the work behind the dream.
345.
That dream has become their
And I'm staying
master.
on my chat.
When you become
I
the master of
think
your
I might even do my
dream,
strategy, but I know my
is when
strategy.
you say, I want to go be a Navy SEAL,
Oh,
and you say,
right.
okay,
Look what
I'm
we
going to
have
lose
here.
106 pounds in less than 3 months.
Look what we
The
have
dream
here.
was the one thing I thought about.
Did we get
and
on
the
the
dream
same
was
cream
now
too?
gone.
No,
Now,
we don't.
what comes in, the dream
Still
goes
good to
away,
equal.
and the laundry list of
It was equal,
details
so
and
we got them
tasks come up.
bro. But
Gotta do
there,
this, gotta
guys,
do this,
there
gotta do
isn't
this, gotta do this.
equal that look like
That's when you
this.
become the
That's just
master of
priceless
your
a
dream.
lot.
So
With this
a lot
boss
of people out there
area,
dreaming.
there we go.
We are all great.
Everybody got.
No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, we all have
Honestly,
greatness.
I just found my
It
trade
just-
setup today
You gotta find the
at
courage. You
6:15.
gotta find the courage to put your
I don't know what my dad
headphones
said. I don't
on
heard it too.
and
Sorry, but
silence the noise out of this
TBA, I
world
focus on
and to find it.
Oh
You
yeah, they're
have
good
to
though.
get
Wait,
in
wait,
a
wait.
quiet place in your brain.
That's
We
how we
all
got
live
that
on our
move.
phones. We all live on Google. We all live in this whole social media world that I really hate.
If we have any,
absolutely
yes,
hate
we
it.
do. We had an
Why you
version
can't
for
find
everybody
purpose?
got
Because
here.
in your head, there's a bunch of
Honestly,
noise.
I'm just gonna take
When
it.
I was younger,
Pretty sure we
growing
have
up,
order
they called
block
me
too.
this, they
Yes,
called me
we
that.
do.
I had all that noise in there.
Another super liquidity,
second I put
partial
on
liquidity
the
I
kind of
met.
quote-unquote
This big
Bose
shit.
headphones
I don't need all this on my chart.
and silence
Okay?
the noise.
Can't do
I
it. Won't do
listen
it.
to my internal voice. Half
I
of us
literally won't
live our
even do it.
whole
I don't
lives
want
and
it on
never
my chart.
even listen to what the hell we want to do.
We're only 1% away
Perfect. $2.
from true greatness.
And I'm
There's a
targeting.
big difference between
Let me find me a bunch of
99%
liquidity,
and
guys.
100.
I'm not buy side, sorry.
I
Order
always
block,
thought that
right? I don't
was
want us
giving
to get that.
100%. I wasn't. But I was
But
only 1%
be my order block, per se.
from
Be my order
making
block.
that money,
So what?
from being where I want to be from having everything in life that I've ever dreamed of. But it's
Take
that
profit
1%
is gonna be
that
honestly,
we
we
sleep on.
might not even get
It's
return
that
delivery.
1%
So
that we wake up in that morning, we're like, you know
I
what?
don't even think we're gonna get
Not
these areas
today.
here. It might be
Maybe
in between
tomorrow.
here,
Well, guess
which
what?
I'm okay
That's
with.
why it's so easy to be great nowadays, because most motherfuckers are weak. And if all you do is
Alright,
when you are
stop
trying
talking
to
about
hit
these
that
highs here.
motherfucker's snooze button
Again,
on life,
this is a good
not in
trade
the
here.
morning,
Honestly, this is a
on
fat,
life,
nice trade here.
just know
Again,
this.
we just imbalanced.
All the it takes is thinking
Inverse fair
about
by gap here, which is
all those
Owen,
weak
EQ. It's not just like solid
who
five
are
right now,
taking
but
a
it's just
day
here.
off. And trust me,
So
you will come up real fast.
if I see us get delivery,
nowadays, because motherfuckers just
I want my stop loss literally here
soft.
off this
The
candle.
first step you have to do is
I
face yourself and
love
be
it.
accountable
Chad, don't we love
for
this?
what you're
Like,
not.
don't we love this?
So then you can
Honestly,
be what you want to be.
honestly,
call
I
myself
figured to have it
fat,
right here, but
'cause I
I'm
was
greedy.
fat.
So
And
what?
people don't want to do that. They want to say, "Oh, don't call
I
yourself
would have might
fat.
lose the money, but
Don't call yourself dumb."
I don't
If you're
care.
not real and raw with who the you are,
Ow.
nothing's gonna change. And in this nice
That,
new
like,
world that we live in,
that is something
we
here
wanna
on the
hear,
live or
"You're just
a
a little
demo,
big."
my demo
No,
account. I
man,
would have for sure
you
not
might be
even moved
fat.
it. I'm
How
pretty sure
you
that.
address it
But the way
is you
how
face
price
it.
moves,
You
again,
face
this
it
is an
every
obvious
day. You
ass
face
trade,
it every
and I just
single
be greedy.
day of your life.
30, all
When you
my
say,
trade
okay,
setups got
like, if
matched.
you're fat, you need to lose weight. It's patience. It's patience in this fact of accepting who you are right now. I'm fat. I don't like myself. Accepting the fact that if you lose 3 or 4 pounds, that's a huge accomplishment. You don't know what you want to be
Damn.
because you haven't
I
spent
just lost so
time,
much money.
real
I do
time
care.
with yourself. Spend time with yourself.
I do care.
Trust me. And once you find that passion, that purpose, your goals, your purpose, everything will just start lining up. And then you'll find the courage
It's
to
just
start
like
that journey.
sometimes, guys, price action looks
You
so
have to
unclear,
believe
guys. Like,
that you are
it doesn't
here
matter.
on this earth for a reason.
It's like
And if you don't believe that you're here
if-
for a reason,
as a
your life
non-trader,
will
that's someone who
seriously
doesn't
hurt.
trade and
And
just
I
trade
started
stocks.
looking at my life
You
and all the
wouldn't.
shit I went through. as
Honestly,
God
I
put
would
me
not even.
some-
I
God
would never
literally
buy a
put
single
me
stock.
here
I'd rather
to
buy
go
ETFs.
through this.
ETFs.
And now I see
honestly.
all the
That's
hundreds of thousands
just-
of lives I'm changing
I'm gonna go
by the
bankrupt
hell
right
I
now.
went through. There's a lot of power in that. So my purpose, as I started going through this journey,
Tees.
instead of looking at like, woe is me, God, man, why
See,
man, why?
it's good.
I
Actually,
started
the 4
looking at
hours.
this,
It's
the
the 4
perfect
hours.
training
What did you
ground.
guys notice,
You knew
right?
exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly
Yeah,
what you were doing,
but
obviously. You
order
come in
block,
every situation
right?
possible
Last leg down
to tell a
from very impulsive
story
move,
that
right?
needs to be told.
Our
The
order
reason
block
my
is
story
here.
resonates with people,
Now looking at
because
this chart here, I see that we have
I'll tell you
another.
exactly the
Oh, we
I
do
am.
not
I
have
will
another.
admit to it. People
Better
are
nothing
great at
than
hiding,
another.
so they
Level.
want to just find peace. No, you got
4
to
hours
take
for
your shit,
4
fix your
hours.
up in you.
Fuck,
Don't
bro.
just shove
4
it in the
hours.
rug. Fix
1
it, and
hour.
then you'll find
No,
some
it doesn't
peace
even matter,
later.
right?
However, the
I'm not gonna
297
say
pound
it. I can't even
cockroach
say
guy
it.
who quit on everything is now
Anyways,
considered one of the baddest men on the
S&P's
planet.
here. I
How
go to
is that
S&P
possible?
here to here.
It means
Pretty sure it's
I had to change one thing, my mindset. I had to believe and make that belief work. And through
Now we also have
hard
a
work,
perfect
I
gap
did
right here,
that.
guys.
I also
And
believe that we're
perfect
gonna
order
end
block
up
from
one
here
day
to here.
meeting a
Perfect.
maker.
As you guys see.
And I believe that maker knows everything about you.
And what
Everything
else
about
do
you.
we
Knows
notice?
how to be here and talking
What
to you.
else
He
do
knows
we notice?
everything.
But
But
I already.
one thing that scares
or-
me to death
My
in
God,
my
dude,
life
I just
is
can't
getting to
follow
heaven
this.
and
That is bad.
not being what I was supposed to be.
Now,
And
let's
I
see
believe that
if
God
we
has a
get some
chart.
kind of
And
delivery,
he
right?
looks at
Always
the
want
chart and
delivery.
he
I
puts it
don't
in
even
front
know
of you
that
when you get to heaven. He says, hey, this is what you're supposed to be.
Again, we have this,
And
right?
one
So
of my
what
biggest
it
fears
indicates
in life
us
was
equal
to
high,
see
right?
that chart
Equal
and
high
not
here.
have every block checked off.
By
You know, I
that
want
with
to
the
make sure that I'm
maker.
constantly pursuing whatever
High.
it is I'm
Do we
pursuing,
go highs
just
here?
constantly
Yes, we do.
grinding
Right here off this
myself
wick.
into a fine powder. That's my purpose now, to continue to push myself
And trading is not
so
this
others
easy.
can
It's
see
just
what is
that I guess I
possible.
gaining
Well,
stock.
it's that time of year again. We start to feel real happy. Why? Because
Honestly, I would like price
we're not
action.
going to
Is
work.
this Friday?
If you
Come on.
believe in Santa Claus and you celebrate Christmas, you're looking forward to Santa Claus coming down the chimney, giving you some presents.
I'm
It's a
my
real good
trading
time of
again.
year. So
This is
in that good
horrible.
time
I
of
don't
year,
care
we
if we
start
get to
to
these.
feel real
I
good
don't
about
even care if we get to
ourselves.
this, bro.
So
I
I
don't
start to
care.
feel great. So we start making promises to ourselves
I
about,
don't
hey,
care.
I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna do better in
I
school.
might care. I might
I'm
care.
gonna be
Wait,
better
wait,
here,
wait,
be better
wait,
there.
wait,
But
wait.
guess what
Just
happens?
put a 1 minute.
The real Merry fucking Christmas happens
Look for
when
inversion.
all of that noise is gone.
Inversion
It's
here.
quiet.
What order
It's
block?
you against
Fair by
you.
gap, sorry.
And now all those endorphins
What did
are
we
gone.
notice? Low
And
time
I
frame.
promise you made by getting
What did
up
we see?
early and getting after it motivated to go lose weight,
Very good
study
inversion.
harder, guess what?
Now I'm
It's a
looking for
lot
delivery.
harder now.
Up
That
these
repetition
areas
becomes a
still.
lot harder now.
Still want this.
So a lot of us can't do things on our own. So
Oh my
find
God.
somebody in your life. So when you throw that towel in, Then throw that motherfucker
Oh my
back at you and
goodness.
say you're
Are
not
you
fucking
kidding
done
me?
yet.
Just
Stay
because we
true
get
to
this
yourself,
guy
stay hard.
that quick does not
You have to
determine
make the
price, right?
decision whether you want to be a
Does not.
badass
Told you.
or whether you just want to be mediocre and everything's okay. But being a badass
I love this.
hurts
I love this. I
real
love this.
bad.
I love
Life
how
isn't fair
easy.
at all. At all. So what are you going to do about it? It shouldn't be fair. It's a trial ground. It's a testing ground. It's built to
Oh my
make us
God, we're
harder.
getting it.
It's built to make us
Wait.
as strong as we can, to test
Two
us,
more
to
up
drive
candles.
us.
Dojis.
So, mentality
Down
is
train.
the only thing that gets us through life. I was an underdog. I knew
Wait,
that no
wait,
one was
wait,
coming
wait,
back
wait,
to help me.
wait,
No
wait,
one was
wait,
going to
wait,
miracle
wait,
me to
wait.
be somebody special. Everybody that called me, my dad, my mom, all my situations were on me now. And solely
Oh
on
my
me.
God, guys.
So I had to start developing an indestructible mental toolbox.
My God.
The most powerful weapon in the world. We walk around with it. It's our mind. You have to believe that you are here for a reason. That there's some reason. Me getting beat up, me getting tortured, me being bullied, me being born no foundation, me having to figure all this shit out on my own.
Okay, so we have
figure out
draws
this
and liquidities
indestructible
here.
mental toolbox had to be for a reason. And my reason, I believe now, I know for a fact, was to unlock
I don't care
the
if it gets
code
to
to
the
human
or not.
potential.
The one thing that made me who I am
To
today
be honest,
is
I
being
don't care.
vulnerable.
I know we have draws to
It's
liquidity,
breaking
but
myself
I
down
can't
to
tell on my
that
papers.
absolute rock bottom. And being able to tell people
Wow, that is
who
nice
I
though,
am.
but I don't know how to
And
trade
that's how I
this.
fixed it. Literally,
I wouldn't know.
look somebody in the eyes, you know what, man? I have a
These
whole
look
bunch of
too-
character
These
problems.
look too
Character
clearly
flaws.
true.
I've
And
lied
here
about
it's
this.
just
I've cheated here.
actually,
I'm insecure
Because
here.
look for
This isn't the
for
real
a
me. I
retracement
lied to you
and then
about
delivery,
that.
right?
I wanted
You
your
could
acceptance
the
in
order
life.
block.
Life created this
Let's
person,
get 50%
me.
zone.
Life created me to be this person I was back in the day. And I had to realize, man,
So
that's
40%.
okay, man. It's not my
I
fault.
just
Now
need
I
to
can
see
go
a
back and
one
fix this
rotation up to
shit.
here.
So a lot of this isn't
There
your
we go, we
fault
got
why
it.
you do some things you do, why you feel the way you feel. But no one's coming back to save your ass. You have to go back to where this started, wherever that place is for everybody,
There we go.
and have the courage to go back
Hopefully
there and
it's not
start
10
fixing
balances before
what
you have
broke
them to
you.
move
We
higher.
all live in this world where
Wake
our brains are keeping us
liquidity.
in this box.
Mm.
Outside that box, on the other
Actually, I
edge of
was thinking
suffering, is a world that's
Oh,
endless
what I'm
of
not taking
opportunity.
you guys.
But we are
I should take
afraid
it,
to
right?
go outside that box because in that box
I'm
is
only gonna take it up to
comfortable.
these highs, though,
That's where
so
all of
I
our
don't know.
nice stuff, that's where the nice 4-lane highways at. I know where the
I'm gonna
restrooms
put
are
all
at.
these lows here.
I know where the gas stations are at.
Wow, we have to
Outside
start
that
going up
box,
here.
man, God gives you a shovel.
But
and
this
says,
is a
man, start digging.
horrible dude.
That's not fun. But you dig
Especially
your
in
own
the
path to all
downtrend.
kind of stuff that's unknown. And that's why I started realizing, man, like on the other end of
Don't fuck
this
me.
is some beautiful stuff.
That
So I
ass
got
on
outside
that.
my
I'm
box and
scared.
like, man,
I'm
300 pounds.
scared.
Now look at me, I'm 185
Right,
pounds.
it's
And
away.
on the other side of the box was all this
Oh,
stuff.
you.
And I know it's
I'm
over there, so I
gambling right
climbed the
now.
wall and saw it.
Wait,
The
this
thing
might
that
be.
makes me so pissed off in this world, man, is that so many people
Oh
die
my
with
God, I
untapped
may wanna
potential
hit it.
because they think that someone else is
I may wanna
better
hit
than
it.
them. And they were born,
wanna hit it.
not with the greatest tools. You don't need shit.
I don't. I
You need
repeat,
to
don't
build
feel
your
like this. Wait,
grind
what do
your
you
ass into
use
a
to
fine
backtest?
fucking
Oh no,
powder.
I don't use
And when you
training.
have
I
fine
use
powder,
FX
find a way
replay.
to build that
Shit, what it is.
motherfucker back up repeatedly.
Basically, FX replay
You have
is
to
like an
always be willing to
alternative to
work.
use
And a
historical
lot of
data
people now are
markets.
talking. I hear
And
so
that's
much
honestly
talk.
what I've been using
I
the
don't hear a lot
backtest
of
for
work. I hear a lot of
probably
people
the
telling you
longest.
what you should be doing, how you should
I
be
honestly
doing it,
just
how you
bought
should
the
be fucking
premium
living.
thing.
And I look
But
at
I
it,
made
and
multiple
you're
accounts
fat,
off
you're out of
this,
shape, you
and
look like
I'm
shit,
very
you tell them
I'm a consistent
how to
trader.
live. And once you can silence all that
Yeah, but how's your day
all
going,
the
bro?
outside
I could
interference
see
and
the
things that
website
are
and
attracting your mind
I'm
to
sitting right now.
everything, you can then start to
Yeah.
grow.
There you go.
We want to skip
Alright, send
forward
it.
to peace.
That's it.
Let's skip all this pain and suffering and misery of real life. Let's cover it over, nice big blanket, and let's find peace. No.
How's your day going
sorry.
though? I can turn off the music
It's
if
not
you want me
possible.
to. Like,
Yeah,
if
go
there's
into
any
that
songs that you want me to play,
whole of
let me
life
know.
that you have.
This is
that
honestly
you
what I
want
just normally
and
play when
fix
I
it.
backtest.
And that's what I'm here to do. You must go to war with yourself before you find
How's your
peace.
day going?
I'm trying to give you tools on how to do that. And I'm not considering
Does it
smile.
cost?
and be
No, it
happy
doesn't
about
cost.
It's a
So
hard
there's
journey.
a
It's a real journey.
they
It's
actually what
a
they
journey
do
that's gonna
give
take
you is
way
free
outside
trial.
of being comfortable. You'll
So
be very,
you're able to
very
trade up to
uncomfortable.
200
I'm not a
trades, and
theorist,
after that,
people.
then you're
There's a
forced to
bunch of
pay.
people who are theorists
But
who go
what
to the
I did is
library and
that I
study the
just kept
mind.
making
They study it in a
more
book.
accounts. If
I
you have any
studied it
more
by being a
Gmail accounts, then
practitioner.
you could
I
just use
put my
that.
mind in hell, and I
It's a bit
realized
harder.
how I was thinking, and I figured out tools and
Give me one
tactics on how to
second.
get through it by being in it, not by studying it.
Okay, I need to get new headphones. Okay, is this better? Is this good? Tell me if it's good. Is this good? Ford? Wait and see. Mm-mm-mm. Hell yeah, I'm definitely making an account. Yeah, way better. Yeah, I don't even use TradingView, bro. I honestly I would not use that for trying to backtest. I don't think it's there's like definitely better like alternative ways out there. But I think that this might be one of the best ways. So on the paid version, what they give you, so on the regular paid version or non-paid version, sorry, what they give you is what they sorry, someone called me. What they give you is basically account balance, the assets. So trading futures costs money, so that's why I just use this. I actually have the paid version and I thought I could use it futures, but no, I have to pay. I have to get one some kind of subscription. Oh here. I have to pay for Pro and Pro give me access to futures and all of that stuff. But yeah, you could keep like rinsing and repeating it, bro. So like if you have like any like Gmail account that you don't use, you could keep using it over and over and over. So like you could just keep making more Gmail accounts. That's exactly like what I did for it. I'm not gonna lie. But I just bought it though because Google did not allow me to make any more Gmails. Cause like honestly, bro, I if I show you my like if I even show you my phone, bro, I have so many Gmail accounts. It is crazy. So yeah. Wait, what do you trade? Like prop firms? Like how old are you, if I ask? Should be Southside. Next time I put on my stream off of that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The latest is on normal right now, so it's probably hard for you to. I don't know why I have it on that. That's Southside. Where's my buy side? Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Yep. She gets it. There he is. Mission green. We're gonna wait in versus. Oh my. Should break even here. Wait, I trade options or 25. That's what's up. Honestly, I've been doing well. Swing trading options last 6 months. That's what's up. I just started trading like 5 months ago now. It's been 5 months ago. I'm 17 though, so I'm still in high school. Dang, 5 years? Wow, bro. How do you even keep up? Like, how do you keep up like with the consistency, bro? That's like not hard or not? Yeah, but honestly, bro, I just been backtesting like pretty much every single day. Not every day, because some days I just don't feel like it, which is bad. I should look do it anyway. But then I know like those days, I'm just gonna mess up my own like mentality, all of that stuff. Wait, so is options harder or is options maybe? Because I heard that they have like I think like what is it called like what is it called like something where you cannot hold for a long like time. Is that true? Or I don't know. I don't trade options. I might be cooked here. I'm very like these look like they need to be taken out before. I just don't think that we're gonna move in these areas. And if we do, I'm setting my break even. So What time is it? 11:35. Oh my God. I can't afford this. Literally. I don't care if we move shop or not. We're planning to go higher. S&Ts. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, but my goal with trading is to be like more profitable and just help everybody else in the world learn how to trade. That's like low key what I would enjoy. Mm. Why did I trade in this choppy? What am I doing? 1220. Okay. Bearish SMTs. Yep, bearish SMTs it is. Wow, we actually my moves it. Wait, you said oh wait, legit woke up to 6:30 for 5 years. It's good for it's good you're back testing to learn for sure. I would not start with options. No, a lot more goes into it. I would recommend buying shares since you're young. Apart from, I actually wouldn't recommend it. Teaches new traders a lot of bad habits. Well, wait, what bad habits? Like, over trading, maybe because it's not their money. Like, what do you mean by bad habits? Wow, where am I actually these areas here? Wow, that's called emotions, but that's just too long of a time to hold. Yeah, but isn't that like what everybody starts with is prop firms? That's the only reason why we've seen them get into a prop. But it's like, yeah, what actually is options? My friends from school got pretty into it. Pretty sure there's expiration dates on it, so you can't really hold for that long. Actually, let me just look up a view. So it's like so it's kind of like order block, not order blocks. What is it called? What is it called? Oh my God, fuck! It's called order flow. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this to be honest. I don't even know what this is here. Looks kind of confusing, honestly. It does look like the same thing, but wait, work on building a portfolio and buying shares and then learn to paper trade. And yeah, spending 50 on a prop firm is cool, but you might as well just trade futures. Yeah, bro, that's what my friend was saying. So my friend at school, right, he has like his own bot that he been working on for like I think 5 months now, around there. And he was saying how he might not even buy like I mean buy a prop firm. So what he was gonna do instead was that he was going to I think put $200 into the actual market for futures, and I'm like, oh, okay. But right now, I've been trading CFDs, bro. To be honest, um, wow, this is nice. Wow, this is sweep liquidity. Just all we wanted to do is sweep liquidity. I wonder if we're gonna move lower up this. But actually, right now, I might even move lower. Get these imbalances fixed. Monday, July. No news day. I figured probably not gonna rebalance. It's a nice trader. Wow. Think I'm gonna not even yet. Wow. Sometimes I really wonder why how is some days where there's zero news, the market just get affected in just weird ways, but I need to study that. Mm, existing home sales. Yo, it's just not. This is actually good for us. Mm, what's this, 2 days? Yeah, 2 days. Wednesday, 4:55. Mm, mm, mm. So like, what's the most important thing that you learned from trading, or something that you could get carried, I guess? Oh, he says, wait, what? Why is my okay? That's hella weird. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, my chat didn't move, but from over here I see it move. It's weird. Hold up, might be bug. Okay, you said Top Step is super easy to start your first funded account and so on, and it's only 50. If you want to try and don't wait, make the mistakes and learn while you're young. Yeah, facts. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. But again, I was just like thinking of like trying to make money off that, especially since you're getting paid off their commissions, right? Each person that loses, like you're getting paid off that, or you're getting a percentage off that. So, and but I also been hearing how Top Step have not been paying anybody. I'm like, oh my god, bro. So I don't know what's the deal with like what's the deal now, but yeah. What's your strategy? My strategy, fair value gap, order block, and super liquidity. And then I also use my 50%, 75% rule, which is very effective. I actually never had like nobody like, bro, you guys don't understand. This is my first time having anybody in my like stream like if they talking to me. So let me show you what a 50% looks like. Do you want to see or what? I could show you ICT strictly. Yeah, I was thinking about getting to order flow too. I got curious into that. I'm very curious about that order flow. It's a lot more happening in price action. I'm able to see uh the bids and ask more, and I can see like which one it's like outweighting. Ever checked out opening range? Um, I don't know. I might be wrong, but isn't that not marking out the 630 candle, right? Am I right or wrong? I like those. That's good. How long you been trading for? I've been trading for like 5 months only. So it's just like a lot I can learn. Yeah, but there's this thing I recently just came across. It's called CRT trading, and basically it's a candle range theory like this. I'm not sure if you're like familiar with this, but yeah. The one thing about trading that I've just realized, what do you say? You can use like the 1 minute, 55, 10, or 15 minute opening range and trade to break out. Can you show me how I do that? I'm actually curious. I actually want to try that. Like, I love to learn new things and be able to implement them. Is it effective? Oh, he said profit wouldn't work. Oh, okay, yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm in a group chat and people that trade in there, but it's just I used to trade with them at 6:30, but not no more because it's like when I do. there's just too much happening all at the same exact time. Like everybody else is thinking about the same thing and different things, and it's messing me up. Uh, yeah, wait, yo, Chance, I don't know why it's not showing you in here. It's not. Like so weird. Okay, you said, well, I like gold. Come on. I like gold opens at 7:20, so the first 5 or 10 minutes becomes a zone once it breaks out. Okay, gotcha. Trade away. First, I don't multiple accounts. It's 50 to start. 50 to start. You have 50K fake money that you have to turn into 53K, but can't go under 48K, meaning it makes 2K. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I know that. I know that. I don't know what platform is good though. I don't really want to get that. I heard so many bad things about that. After that, you need 5 green days for 1,000, and you can withdraw your first payment. So basically, you're paying 200 to withdraw your first 1,000, and it just makes more sense to trade real money and no restrict. Facts, it does. But um, well, like, don't you feel like that maybe like they're trying to teach you like how to actually trade? Like, obviously, having strict rules doesn't make any sense, but when you have strict rules implied, like when you get your live a live account and you're using your own capital, you're able to take that knowledge from into that, you know? And I don't think a lot of people when they day trade, they think that, oh, there's 50K, I could withdraw the 50K. Like, it's not how that works. Like, all that money's not even like all of it's just fake. Like, they buy the real data, and you're just gonna pay off their commissions. Trade the way of the breakout as long as the EMS are stacked to that side to on multiple time frames. Oh my god, it's fucking stutters so much. Okay, so you said to I recommend trading futures on InterTrader with real money, or learning to trade options on Webull for paper trading. That's what my friend uses. He uses NinjaTrader. He always tells me to go to use NinjaTrader, and I'm like, what's the difference between not CME, but what's the difference between that versus TradeOvate? And he said that there's not a difference, but like he preferred NinjaTrader because like he's able to use his bot. Yeah, it's not real money. Those are paper account that the props firms are paying out. Wait, so why would they do that though? Like, why are they doing that though? So like, I don't know. That's weird to me. He said you can use. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. That's low key. I don't know. And then I heard something about prop firms not being regulated. Like they're supposedly regulated, but they're not regulated because that they're not paying people their money, and people were making 15K, 50K, and they're still not paying them out. So I don't know what to do about that. And then you have to go to support chat. Like that is doing too much, is it not? Like guys, like voltage rate. What do you trade? Like, do you have your own account, or you props? Like, what do you do? He said, I'm gonna head out, but keep trading and good luck in the market. I see you on top. I will too. I see you on top too, bro. And have a blessed day and bless your family too, bro. That was nice. Dang. To be honest, I would not listen to any of your friends' advice, not to be like that, but look at the traders who have actually changed their life for trade. Facts. Yeah, that's something bro, you don't even understand, bro. Like, I put so much time into this, bro. Like, most of the time I'm at school, I'm on the charts. Half the time I'm on the charts. Like, if I'm not tired, I'm on the charts. You too, bro. Stay up. Yeah, I would too, bro. Um, yeah, but most of the people at my school, like they always say, "Oh, you talk about trading a lot and this and that," and I'm like, just was only one person. And so before I Loki was telling a lot of people that I was trading and just I don't know what I was doing at that time in my life. I was just got very excited and that I was trading and I enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. Like I'm very consistent with the trading stuff. Like I love the trade. Like not just because that like again it's money on the line, right? Like everybody's doing trading for money, right? Like we all know that, right? But you're already more educated than you need to be. As far as the charts. Yeah, I think I'm educated. I just think that next yeah, facts, bro. It's just the emotions for me, bro. My emotions have been so bad when I got into trading, and my girlfriend realized that, and I just for after that, like I just started fixing it. Honestly, the emotion is it's just so hard to like to. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, honestly. But yeah, like people at my school and stuff just said that, oh, I trade too, like, and all of this, right? All of this, and it's making me feel bad about myself. It's like, do I keep trading? And I had multiple times when I said to myself, I don't want to trade no more. I'm just gonna just quit, but I didn't. I will wake up down to thousands positions that come back and I make thousands. That's what I want, bro. But that's hard. Is that not hard to get though? How much money do you have? If right now I think I have like 250 around there, around there. My birthday is like around the corner. Like it's next month. Not even next month. It's March 2nd. So my grandpa was gonna buy me account to trade with. So I'm like, okay, that's nice. Okay. So I really want to get I want to get some investment at a young age. That's what I want. I want the most is some investments. I want to be able to have investments into ETFs, mainly ETFs. A lot of people said that ETFs are good. That's crazy though. Wow. Yeah, but I've been having people that been like in the Discord I'm in. Like, actually, let me show you. I'm pretty sure my screen is full screen. I'm not sure, but hopefully, let's check. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Nice. Let me show you. So these are the group chats that I talk in trading. Not as much no more. I realized that my emotions get played a lot. This is one of them, right? And this is another one. Now this is the one I'm mainly in, but I stopped responding in here. Like I stopped trying to be active in here because bro, it messed me up big time. Like everybody have like their own bias, and then I'm changing my bias midway, so it just messes me up. But this is a trade I was going to take because when I trade I use this, and then I also use so I use TradingView and then I use TradeLocker because TradeLocker provides faster data. Oh, I need to move that to the left more. I look so bad. You have Instagram? I mean, we could low key connect if you want. I'm okay with that. What's your Instagram? I'll follow you. Okay, so we're looking very, I don't even know. Yeah. Let's look at this daily candles. It's not daily at all. All-time highs just got buy side or buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity that just been swept. Still in the uptrend. So far looking, oh, we trading 50% here. So I'm looking for it to drop hard now. Nice. 60. What could we drop to though? Nowhere. This is it. And this move here. So oh, the only man that wants to see you do better than him is your father. Good luck, kid. Yeah. Do you have like any advice though? Like what's like any good advice? Oh, I think he left. Damn. That was nice. That's very inspiring. It got me motivated to keep doing YouTube. You know. Mm.
life. And the can't hurt me mentality is no matter where you come from, the sewer or wherever you think you're from, when I got out of the sewer, I got to the road and looked around and said, can't hurt me. Nothing should be able to hurt you. If you believe that, it starts to become true.
So how did you get to where you are? I became feelingless. And what that means is I'm not saying turn off your feelings towards your family, your wife, your husband. I'm not saying that.
Why Bitcoin?
Turn your
Why Bitcoin? Oh shit, I have everything playing. Sorry. Wait, I heard that Bitcoin was going to crash. Is that not true? Is Bitcoin not going to crash or what? I heard that was going to crash, right? No? Look at this. I heard that Bitcoin was going to crash. Wow, this is a nice trade to take for the Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Anyways, I need to go take a shower. It already crashed 50%. It did. Oh shit, it did. What the fuck? I think it could go to. Yo, whoa, this Loki might be. Holy fuck, bro. I swear it has not. It been this long? Bro, damn. I think it could. You think so? Bro, I didn't even look at Bitcoin like not long ago. Bro, it has not been that long. Dang, Bitcoin is looking crashing. Wait, why is Bitcoin crashing? You know why? Is the economy getting weaker? This is generation buy right now. You know what? I'm gonna tell my grandpa to buy. I'm not even lying. I'm gonna tell my grandpa to buy. Literally, put money into this. Just gamble. Bro, oh my God. I keep seeing videos about Bitcoin. Like recently, I have. Dude, this looks so good. Oh my God, bro. You think I had to get to this here? Like this area here or no? This is the cycle of it. Boy, so Bitcoin always does is like not always, but sometimes. Cause Bitcoin was just at its all-time highs, right up, not there, right up here is all-time highs. What the fuck happened from here? Holy hell, shit crashed. It always crashed 70%. Okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. Cause honestly, I don't even look at Big. There's one guy that I know that looked at Bitcoin. I need to ask him about Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure he made like probably 100K already. That burn on it. I don't know. But what do you trade? Like you trade Bitcoin or what? You probably trade Bitcoin, don't you? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I feel like you trade Bitcoin. Like I think you trade Bitcoin. Not futures, but I put money into Bitcoin maybe for the long run. Yeah, that's smart. That's hella smart. Wait, you use props or your own money? Oh, like you see how Top Step, bro? I don't know if you've seen this, but Top Step is teaming up with plus 500, bro. And what's your thoughts of this? Like, what are your thoughts, bro? No, I wouldn't even, bro. Oh my God, this is dumb. Like, I'm not gonna lie, plus 500 is so bad, bro. They they tax everything. Like, why would you even want to use this? Yo, props, yeah. So what props do you recommend? Cause I'm gonna be 18 next month. I don't know what props I should go with. I don't even know what props. There's like so many props, but I heard that Top Step is like one of like the worst ones, and then I hear some about this, and then I'll go like I went to here too, Props Finder I think it's called. I went to here, and why is it not? A second. That's weird. So weird. There we go. So I heard good things about Fund the Next. Fund the Next is good. My Fund the Future is good. Tradeify is good. Alpha Future is good. Apex, I heard Apex is very competitive. Take Profit is Take Profit is solid. Okay, okay, okay. I use them uh I use them and they have paid me out. That's good. That's good. That's good. You don't use like that one thing where you're able to max allocations 400. That's a low-key insane. What the hell? Like you don't use what is it called? It's something where you're able to combine all accounts, like all accounts from different props, and be able to trade up that one account, and you just make that money. I gotta go first. What the fuck is this, bro? Look at it, crazy. Okay. I don't know. I was thinking about like going like my fund the features or something that is like integrated onto TradingView, to be honest with you, but I don't even know, bro. Like I need some good recommendations. I heard this about that, this about like just everything. Yeah, but it's lots of risk if you blow them all at once. Yeah, facts. Yeah, yeah. But then like you wouldn't even have to risk like a lot of your money if you're doing that though. Like you could risk like a little percent, like a little, right? Like you could risk like maybe 200 per trade with one contract. And technically, if what the hell? Oh, but technically, if you're already like about to hit your payout on all accounts, like you'd be stacked. I feel like that's good, no? But I heard that prop firm is being it's not regulated. Props firm. Oh, okay. Top US. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. EA, my for the futures. Yeah. Oh wait, futures. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so take profit, and I don't know what this is. Hmm. That's okay. 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 Trade. I also heard about Tradeify too. I heard a lot of good things about alpha funded futures. I don't know. Okay, honestly, I don't know. I don't really do research about um fucking prop firms. Yeah, I think the method is to do one account, get a payout so you could feel comfy and then use them. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah. But I think the reason why people even use top sets though is because that aren't they the one that made what is it called? Project X? What even is that? What is Project X? What is this? I don't even know what this is. What even is this? Wait, trading viewers control. Uh, I don't even know what this is. I just don't know what this is. I guess it's maybe a broker. Probably a broker. I don't know what this is. I don't even know. Honestly, I'm looking at this. I don't know what that is, bro. So I'm confused. 7% payouts. 15K. Wait, but how much is this? What? Oh wait, how much? I'm not saying. Wait, there's prices here, but how much is the account size for it? 15. I don't even know. It's not saying. Do you know what? Like, do you know what that is though? Project X. I have heard about it. I heard how Project X fucked basically fucked all the prop firms up. That's what I heard. I don't know what that means, but that's what I heard, honestly. I don't know what that meant. I don't even know. Take profit traders at a 3 point. No, you don't know either. Wait, what do you say? Mm. Well, so what's your strategy? Like, do you trade ICT? I trade ICT, bro. I mean, if you want, if you got Discord, we can hop into a call. I'm down. It's up to you. All right. Mm. To be honest, I think I'm done trading, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know. I don't think I'm gonna just below my account. I already just had bad trades, bro. I wanted this to just find it for night downtrend. I trade only for buy gaps. Is that all? Only? So what would that look like in your strategy? Like you just mark fair buy gaps and that's all? Or do you mark like the hourly base or what? That's a good question. How do you use how do you use this? I heard somebody that trades they trade what is it, averaging for buy gaps. I think only I don't know how that works. I don't even know how that contributes, but if it makes you profitable then it works. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, but I had my account on it before I blew it, but yeah. The way I trade them is look for 30-minute fair value gap, then look for a 5 minute for entry. That's it? Is that it? Look, that cannot be it, bro. Is that actually it? And like, what is your win rate? Like, what is your win rate over how many trades that you did? So for me to trade, I trade a fair value gap or a block and then liquidity sweep, and that's basically it. There's a lot of other people was telling me that, oh, I need to use PD array and all of this other stuff. I don't even know what that means. I use single to FPGs though, so I look for the time frame where there's only when it's okay. Instead of guessing which one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like which one really like the one that you choose can matter like a lot, right? Does it helps you to know where institutions have filled the orders in or what? Probably yeah, right? That scared me. Or what? Recently it been rough market for me because I look for bigger moves, but I would say yeah, facts. I have noticed that with the market recently. The market recently has not been good though. So that being said, I was able to take a trade off any of them. Yeah, I'm not trading much right now. All right, but what's your Discord? I mean, I'm gonna add you and then I'm gonna go take a shower real quick. What's your Discord? Yeah, I trade like 4 times. Yeah, 4 times a week, not every day. Not I don't trade I don't trade Sundays. I don't trade Fridays. Really, I don't like Fridays. It's just I don't know. I just don't like that. Mondays, Thursdays, good. Like it's good for me. Yeah, but what's your Discord? Man, we could add and we could trade live sometimes. Mm. Make sure to not put everything. But we should Discord r- how do you say that? Reddit? Reddit? How do you say that? What does that mean? Okay, that's your Discord or probably Instagram. Check. Oh, let me. Okay. That's it. Last one. Oh wait. Okay, it is that. It is that. It is that. It is that. I don't know why I thought it was that. Honestly. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. See? Alright, 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 guys. I'm about to end my stream. I hope you guys have a good day. I think I'm gonna be live at 6:30. I might be live at 5:30 in the morning tomorrow. So yeah, try to catch some wins. See. How do you go to? I don't even know how to use this stuff. The menus? There it is. There you go. Yo. Oh, okay. All right, guys. You guys have a good day. I'm ending this stream. This is my first active stream with any viewers. I'm not gonna lie. So hope all you guys have a blessed day, and I guess I see you guys tomorrow. So I'm gonna be live 2 times tomorrow morning, and yeah, that'd be good. I don't want to say I don't care.